I don't wanna hear a peep, let the boss talk.
I be speaking for the trenches, this that boss talk.
White snakes, no crease, how the boss walk.
I be shooting from the logo, this that boss talk.
I don't want the middleman, hit the boss up.
She gon' make it shake more, cause her boss talk.
Stayed down, made a plan, had the boss up.
Lil dip with the lean, this how boss walk. A lot of niggas be thinking they boss when it comes to that talking, all them words that are lost. A lot of niggas be thinking they boss, like Harden with the moves, I'ma shimmy when you fall.
Choose to do what everybody doing, I ain't basic. And I want it all, no cap, that's a statement. What's understood ain't gotta be explained, understatement. They let us all chill the wrong water, I ain't drinking.
Are we back with Boss Talk? It's Josh.
And it's Keith.
You already know what it is, man. Welcome to the Boss's Circle, where we talk sports, music, and the culture. We back in the Boss's Circle, man, and you know what we do, man. So this time, we got a special guest. Everybody's special, but, you know, it's a special guest. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's a Philly native, you know what I mean? Someone that, you know, came from this soil and overcame the environment here and doing great things, you know, around the world. You know, he's a professional football player, man. He was doing great things, you know, in NFL, even XFL. We got Andre Mintze.
What's going on?
Welcome to Boss Talk.
Welcome to the Boss Talk, man. Welcome to Boss's Circle.
How it feel?
I feel good, man. I appreciate you having me on here.
We happy to have you here, man. For sure. You're a friend of the show. So, of course, friends of the show's got to definitely come on Boss Talk and talk their stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this supposed to have been happening a long time ago.
100%.
Hey, it actually happened perfect timing, though, because, like, a lot has happened since.
Yeah.
A lot of good shit. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Hey, the longer it wait, the more we got to talk about at the end of the day. And, you know, that's how I feel about anything.
So we here now. That's the best part.
That's right. Now we got to break down your story. So we're going to start from the beginning, you know. This episode of Boss Talk is sponsored by Juan the Barber. Hey, I need a cut bad. Any good barbers here?
Any good barbers? Yo, shop you in this Juan the Barber.
Wait, Juan the Barber? You mean award-winning celebrity barber? That Juan the Barber? The one that got his cuts on ESPN, you know, BET, ABC? Come on, you're not talking about him, right?
Yeah, that Juan. What barber you know cut NBA?
Flag with his scoring. And there's Duran with a dunk, and now he has a career high.
NFL.
191 rushing. Another carry for Sanders, and this one breaks loose. He's headed for the end zone. Touchdown.
Entrepreneur and the community's here. Juan.
You ain't got to say no more. Hey, Juan, I'm ready for the Magical Clippers right now. Let's get it.
All right, bet I got you, bro. Oh, I got bro first. He was here first.
Come on, man.
Hey, chill, bro. There's enough cuts to go around, bro. I got both of y'all niggas today. Chill.
All right, bet.
Like, damn, y'all niggas drunk.
We gonna take it back to the West, Philly days. You know what I'm saying? Take it back then. You went to West Catholic, right? And even Imhotep, right?
Yeah, I started out at West Catholic. I went there for my 9th and 10th grade year, and I ended up transferring to Imhotep that May. You know what I mean? So I did 2 and 2.
Wow, 2 and 2. So take us back to those days. Like how was, you know, playing at Imhotep and even playing at West Catholic?
You know what I mean? At West Catholic, I had some lifelong friends, and you know, we was a team. But playing at Imhotep was a little bit different, just because of the talent level. You know what I mean? The talent.
It's definitely different.
It was like the hottest school in the city. It's probably still one of the hottest schools in the city now. And,
for sure.
I tore my ACL 2 times in high school.
Whew.
So I did it 3 times total, but I tore my ACL twice in high school. I did it once. I did it twice, actually, my sophomore year and then my junior year.
Whoa. So
I ain't really play too much of varsity until my senior year at Imhotep Charter. So, I mean, I played fullback my sophomore year. Towards the end of the season, tore it. Trying to after transferring, going to the next school, tore it again at Imhotep. So,
damn.
I ain't really had too much of a high school football experience, but I did build lifelong bonds at both schools.
It's crazy to not have so much of a career in high school and to still
be who you are, right?
Be who you are and get where you got. You know what I mean? Like, that's really the soil for athletes.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cares about what you did in middle school. Nobody cares about what you did, and even the
Pee Wee leagues.
Yeah, nobody cares about none of that. You could have had 10 touchdowns. When you go to high school, that's kind of where you get those college scouts. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball, you might catch them AAU or whatever, but football is really where you get them at school.
Yeah.
So that for you to still go to a good school after that is a blessing.
Honestly,
a lot of people don't have that.
Oh yeah, it's a walking testimony, bro. It was just a blessing that I ended up at Imhotep with 10 plus Division I players as soon as I walked in the door. So you know what I mean.
School's already there.
They already there. You know what I mean. We got workouts before school. School started at 10. We had coaches at the workouts. You know what I mean. So once I got healthy enough to participate, it was just letting everything fall into play.
Mm-hmm.
Had so many great players. It was just like it was bound to happen.
Right.
You know, I was meant to be there by God's grace.
That's right. You needed to be there.
And how often were you able to train off the ACLs? Because for you to even still be that high of a player amongst those D1s when those college coaches are there is even crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Well, like the thing about it is the reason why it happened a second time. I was trying to come back too fast. You know what I mean? Just trying to force it. If I could run, I feel like I can go 100%. And you know, it's really a 9 to 12 month recovery for all three. So it happened to me. It happened to me those 2 years, and then my freshman year in college, and it was just like I just had to learn to relax and slow down. You know what I mean? And really let my body heal on its own. But it all in due time. You know, it went away. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any problems now. I'm functional. I can go 100% whenever I need to.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Man, and then like you went on to Vanderbilt, you know, right? University.
Yeah.
Was that like one of your first choices, or?
Vanderbilt was the best option that I had, because mind you, I got all my offers in my senior year. You know, usually your junior year.
Is when you get the offers, right?
I got it all my senior year. We went and won the state championship, and they start coming in, and I'm like, all right, is this the best? This the best option, school and football wise. I'm going. It was a no-brainer. As soon as I got it, I knew I was gonna go.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, that is a no-brainer. I mean, especially the position that you played, your size, your build.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt was a great place for you.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like a match made in heaven. I'm like, okay, I do good in school. My brain is on the right way. You know what I mean? I understand what you got to do. You got to handle your business on both sides of the spectrum. And it was just a place that was as difficult as it can be in the classroom and on the field playing in the SEC.
Wow, Vanderbilt like that, really, in the classroom?
Yeah.
And what was your major? What did you do?
My major, I got a undergrad and a master's in medicine, health, and society. So it's really like the business side of healthcare.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
boss.
That's
boss
work
right there. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of athletes won't take that role. I was a college athlete. I was a nursing school student as well. A lot of people. I was the only man. I mean, I had one other guy in my class. But no athletes were taking anything medical related at all.
Yeah.
They was all in there doing art.
Yep. Liberal arts. Liberal at that.
Liberal arts for 4 years straight.
like they were like, yeah, I just came to play basketball. You could tell.
Yeah.
Damn. So you was in Vanderbilt for 5 seasons, right? You
Yeah.
played 43 games there and everything. What's some of the lessons you would say that you learned in that environment, in that university, and you know, playing on the field?
I learned how to do it at a high level on both spectrums. Like, even though, like, I was the type of person that I would be the first one in there in the facility, working hard, you know, doing my routine, and try to be some of the last ones out. But also, I got to be the same person that's studying for a test, writing a paper that's due at midnight on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
I know what that 11:59 mean. I'm telling you, that's
11:59.
a different stress.
You feel me? Like, we played Georgia, Florida, Kentucky on Saturday, but the paper due at midnight on Sunday.
Oh my God!
So you really figure out how to work efficiently, how to get your extra work in, and still juggle so many different things at once. So I think being at Vanderbilt taught me how to hold the standard for myself, no matter what realm I am in, and to adhere to that. You know, whether that means waking up at 5 a.m, I got to study before I start my work, my early morning workout. You know what I mean? After that, I got to test right before class or right before practice. I still got to study, and you know what I mean, and still perform on the field the same way I got to perform in the classroom. So
yeah, damn.
That's definitely tough. That's definitely a lot. Let's fast forward to 2021. Right. You do good at Vanderbilt. Great player. You go to the draft. But prior to the draft, you went through draft combines and stuff like that, working out pro days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How was it there before we even get to the draft? Like, how was it there? Like, you know, working out with those players, seeing people your size and bigger, and you just like, wow. Like,
yeah, it was kind of just like, it made me feel like when I was at high school, you know what I mean? You got guys that are already touted a certain way, appeared a certain way, have all these opportunities, and I got myself. You know, I look at myself and it's like, I may look the part. I mean, I don't have the same respect that these guys may have yet, but I know I'm just as good, if not better. So being in that environment, I mean, if you a dog, you're gonna be a dog around a bunch of dogs. I don't care who.
That's right.
I don't care how big the dogs is.
You're gonna shine.
If it's in you, it's in you. So being around some of the best players, even in the NFL locker room, just like draft training, you just want to put your best on. You know what I mean? You want to out there, you want to compete with the best. You want to bump heads with the best. And we were all doing the same thing. It was just against a clock. You know what I'm saying? I trained in Miami, so there was a lot of players that trained in Miami as well. So it was a good environment, a good fun, competitive environment to be around, and you know what I'm saying, it bring the best out you, because
that's what I was thinking.
It's either going to do that or it's going to make you maybe I shouldn't do this. You know what I mean? So it really brought the best out of you. You know what I'm saying?
So I got that dog.
Got that dog. Mark.
Well, okay, so yeah, let's say we go through that whole process and then we get to draft night. Blood probably boiling, going through the roof.
Yeah, man.
And then to not hear your name, how does that feel before we even get into the blessing afterwards?
Bro, that's every kid dream, and I'm just one of them kids. I just want to see my name.
Just want to make it to the league.
I just cried, bro. I cried, left my agent crib, or my whole family.
Wow.
And I'm like, because once I figured it out, I understand, you know what I'm saying, the circumstances, but I was just like heartbroken. So I left and started crying. But you know, at the end of the draft, you undrafted, your phone started going crazy.
Right.
So I had to rush back to her house, and we had to figure it out. But not getting drafted, it hurt. But it, again, if you a dog, it's either you gonna go back to, listen, I'm gonna fight for this dream regardless of the circumstances, or I'm gonna go find something else to do.
Right. And
I'm still fighting for the dream. I fought for my dream, and fortunately enough, I was able to go to Denver and make the roster as an undrafted rookie, the 53-man roster at that.
100%.
So it was pretty cool.
That's what I was about to get into. That's the blessing afterwards.
Yeah.
So when you get that phone call, is it like how long after, and like where's the mindset at? Are you working out, or you?
It's immediate. Soon as you get that phone call and everything is set, you go. Like rookie minicamp is not too far after the draft. It's
for
probably
sure, like a month or a couple weeks. Yeah,
you just get right back. You get right back to the drawing board. You know where you're going. So you got to be physically and mentally prepared for
what's up ahead of
whatever is up ahead of you.
Right, because at that point it's the same as the person who got drafted. Y'all both about to be on this flight to Denver. And y'all know I'll show y'all ass so y'all can make this 53.
It's 100% different though. You showing up there and they already gave you
the seat.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's different.
As opposed to they gonna give you chump change in the grand scheme of things. It's two different spectrums, but you are going in there bright eyed, not knowing what's going on. But the person that they gave him this money, this opportunity to, they have a little bit more wiggle room to figure it out. As opposed to being undrafted, being a later round guy, you kind of need to pick up the pace now, or we're gonna find your replacement. So it's something that you got to figure out how to be a professional on the fly, and almost overnight, you got to be able to perform on demand.
So what did you do to, like, just take me behind, like, I know in the general sense, but from you, like, what did Dre do, like, for your mind to, like, listen, I'm in Denver now, and it's training camp, it's all of this upcoming, and I got to make the 53-man roster. Like, what do you say to yourself, or what mindset do you have? What did you do to make the 53-man roster?
I mean, what has got me here, by God's grace, is the ability to work. Like the work ethic I really seen from my parents, and just seeing what, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, I'm going to show up to work and I'm performing my work at a high level. So what I did was, how I approach football, I won't feel completely comfortable unless I knew I put extra work in. So what that means is getting up early, taking care of my body, studying my playbook. I got a wall full of sticky notes of the plays. Like, I do that for everywhere I go. I got a wall full of sticky notes of the play. What I got my responsibility.
So you a student.
You know what I'm saying? It's really a student of the game. You wake up early, you take care of your body. I'm warming up before I warm up. You know what I mean? I'm getting in there. I'm getting in the hot tub. I'm getting in the cold tub. I'm stretching. If something feels tight, I'm rolling out. It's really taking care of your body and doing the little extra things you need to do before you get on the stage and perform. Because when you're on the field at that level, you're performing. You either go, your stock is either going up or down. So what I did was, I kept it back to the basics, and I've been doing this since high school. Showing up, working out with my friends, doing extra work in college, doing it. You know what I mean? Setting the standard, being the first one in, trying to be the last one to leave. So I just continued that formula. and obviously it changes as you get different resources and figure out your body. But really, it's really the work. Just put it on your grabbing your lunch bell, put it on your hard hat, and going to work every single day. Not taking any rep for granted, and praying that the best possible outcome happens in your favor.
You made that 53-man roster.
Definitely did.
And I bet that feel a little more accomplished to be like, damn, like I was undrafted and I made it onto the team. Like, damn, because a lot of people, some people that's even drafted, don't be in a favorable position because you may come in and not be on your P's and Q's. You know, maybe getting outplayed by somebody that's more hungrier in a sense. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's a lot of things that come into play. You know, it's a lot of politics and stuff like that. But if you undrafted, bro, and you got an opportunity, long as the door open for you to get in that facility, you got to figure out a way to stay in there.
Wow.
That's it.
Shoot. That does make a sense. Yeah. Because I even related to, like, me, you know, of course I ain't an athlete, football player, none of that. But, like, when I was in college, during my college years and stuff, you know, I feel like that's okay, I'm here, I'm in college. But I'm thinking of when I graduate, what's going to separate me from everybody else who's trying to get a job. So that's why when I was in college, I did all the extra stuff, you know, like at my own radio show, internships, you know, you just continue to be a student of the game and study. You know, I had a football show, TV show I did too. You know what I mean? Things like that to separate yourself. So when you say, you know, when we talking about on a professional level, professional football sense, I relate to that because you got to do other things to separate yourself. Because, you there, but everybody else there too. And what's going to help us, you know, separate yourself from everybody else at the end of the day, you know?
Right.
So during that fight to get to the 53, like to make the 53-man cut, what were some of like the, you know, coming from where you come from, like as far as like undrafted, having to work harder, having to, you know, you have less opportunities to fuck up.
Yeah,
for
coming
sure.
from there. So like, what were some of the battles that you had to overcome and challenges that you had to face in order to, you know, make that there? Like some things that stuck to you.
Just at that level, understanding that they get paid too. You know what I mean? So each rep is very important, but at the same time, you got to understand, like, these are trained professionals as well. So what I still work on now is one play at a time. You know what I mean? Whether how good or bad the play was, after the play is going, you flush it. You just got to keep going. You got to keep going as 100%. Keep going as hard as you possibly can each rep, but you can't let the good or the bad play really throw you off. You know, you got to stay in the middle. Your best play, your best mind frame, your best work always comes in the middle. Not after you just made the most amazing play in the world, and not when you just made the worst play of the game. It all comes in the middle. So what I really focused on is one play at a time, just giving everything I had, and you know what I'm saying, just trying to play out there. Play like my hair's on fire out there. You know what I mean? You really, even at every single level, bro, you can't get caught up in the play that just went away because it's only 6 seconds, 6 to 8 seconds, and it's gone. So you gotta just keep, like I'm saying, keep that hard hat on, grab your lunch bell, get to work every single play. It goes down, it comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? A full day of work, you may get 20 reps, but them 20 reps got to be at 100%. Every single time, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams. So really just taking it a play at a time and making the most of each opportunity. And
I was an athlete too growing up, so a lot of people really don't understand when people say take it each play at a time. That is a literal standpoint. Like each play is really a new version of you being your best self, no matter what happened the last play or whatever, especially in football because like you said, you can really make the worst play of the game, turn around and get a pick six,
right?
Take it to the crib, and now your job is still as safe as it was prior. You feel what I'm saying? So you good, but I know coming from being like undrafted versus like a Patrick Surtain or something like that, it's like you drop something, he drops something, it's two different looks. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's just like I know that's tough.
It's like perspective. You
the
know?
perspective. I know that's pretty tough.
I mean, and then it's just a part of the game, you know what I'm saying? If you got two investments and this one investment you spent, say, $20,000 on, but you got an investment that you just spent $10 million on, you're going to be naturally more inclined to focus on this $10 million investment. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, all right, everything going on with this. Oh, all right, it had a little mishap. All right, we ain't tripping about it. But this $20,000 one, you're going to be like, man, all right, bro. If it's not paying off how I wanted to pay off, you're going to get rid of it. Or you're going to be like, oh, man, it costs another $20 to get this fixed. Oh, all right, man, I'm just
right.
As opposed to the $10 million investment.
For sure.
And that's exactly what I was about to just say. Not to put anybody in a perspective as a car, right? Let's just take humans out of it for a second. And let's just say I buy a Bentley and I spend $250,000 on this Bentley. And let's just say I buy a Kia for $20,000.
Don't buy no Kia today. Please don't.
Please don't buy no Kia.
Or no Hyundai. Stop.
They're going to
traumatized.
But let's just say I bought a Kia on this specific day, right? A $20,000 problem. I'm a $5,000 problem the moment I bought that joint. I'm more inclined to chalk it. But for this Bentley, I might put another $100,000 in there before I say
all right, bro, just let me get the new wheels. Bro.
Yeah, you feel me? Like
respect.
$80,000 for the wheels. Fuck, let me get the 80.
And it's not to take anything away from the value of both cars,
no,
people, or players. It's just the situation at hand.
Situation priority.
The politics.
Yeah,
and
priority.
You got to think about that at the professional sports level. That layer of politics, like, all right, I got a guy that's making $10 million this year. I got a guy that's making $500,000. I'm gonna be okay with the guy that's making $10 million to figure it out. He's gonna figure it out when he does, or whatever problems that he has. I'm a little bit more patient with that as opposed to this other guy. That's just kind of the reality situation that a lot of people you don't really see unless you're in the locker room, unless you're dealing with it on a day-to-day basis. It's just what comes with it. Because if you're the GM, if you're the boss, you're going to look at this same way logistically, numbers-wise. Like, okay, I can deal with this. I can't deal with this. Everybody is treated with respect, but everybody's not equal in that sense.
Yeah, we'll come down to the numbers.
And even it gets worse sometimes on the other end of it. Let's say, for an example, that you're playing better than some of the first-round guys. Now, year 2, year 3, when you're developing and they're still fumbling, they're more inclined to just get chalked.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they'll stick with you just because at the time you're cheaper.
You're cheaper.
Yep.
It's just as simple as that.
That's right.
So it's like it's scary on both ends, and in some lights it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
But in the business aspect of it, this is the business aspect
reality.
of it. Like,
Business
this is
is
really
business.
what it is.
Yeah, they up there like, oh, I'm spending this on this, but this guy over here is playing just. We gonna keep him.
Yeah, right. We
You know
gonna
what
keep
I'm saying?
the cheaper option.
We're gonna keep him and try to resign and try to extend this.
Yep.
Like we're.
If it was you would do the same thing. But it's just like the thing about this is people's lives.
Families are involved.
It's families involved. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so many moving parts that we don't take into account when we watch this. But it
is what it is.
It is what it is. It's what have you done for me lately? And if it's something good, okay.
You're gonna be here.
You're gonna be here.
Be here for a while, possibly. You know, if you fucked up, then you out the door, possibly more than likely.
Yep, especially if we spinning the bag on you.
100%. So, and 2021, right? Played for the Denver Broncos in 2021. You played with the likes of, you know, a lot of young talent on there, like the Cortland Suttons of the world, the Justin Simmons of the world, the Patrick Surtains, and you even had, you know, Super Bowl champion veteran Von Miller on the team, you know, also. Just take us behind, like, playing with the likes of those guys and even some of the lessons you may have learned playing with those guys.
Honestly speaking, it was like a dream come true every day, because it's like,
wow.
I literally had DMs. I tried to DM Von Miller like 5 years ago. Just like,
what?
Can I come to the Pass Rush Summit? Because, you know, you have a Pass Rush Summit every year.
Every year.
But and you look up and now you in a room. He's sitting behind you. You got Bradley Chubb. You got Malik Reed.
That's crazy.
You got Jonathan Cooper, Peta, Aaron. Like, it's really like being in that type
Darby,
of being in that type of room. It's a blessing, bro. It's kind of like surreal. Sometimes you wake up every morning and you see somebody that you've seen on TV in college. I mean, I used to watch your highlights. Like, y'all don't even understand that. Y'all don't get it, and you get to deal with these people on a day-to-day basis, man. It's really a blessing, and you almost have to stop yourself from trying to act like, yo, bro, like, why do you do that like that? So what I would ask questions sometimes, but what I would learn more is just watching people and watching how they go about their day and taking care of their body. What are they using in a facility? You know what I mean? What are they eating? You know, stuff like that. Just trying to learn how to be a pro from people who have been doing it at a high level for a very long time. And you know, it sometimes you learn a lot more by just watching people as opposed to asking them and picking their brains and certain things. So I was just fortunate enough to share some time with those people and just watch how they carried themselves throughout the facility, watch how they practiced, what they focused on, if they did any extra work, what were they doing. You know what I mean? And I would look and take mental notes and go back to my drawing board to figure out what I need to do.
Anything specific you can pinpoint? You know, like, I picked this up from Vaughn, or I picked this up from Justin Simmons, or whatever the case may be.
If anything, I would just say the person that I learned from the most was Malik Reed.
Wow.
Malik Reed's an undrafted guy.
Just like you.
He's going into, I believe, 7 or 8, and just watching him work, no matter what was thrown ahead of him, no matter what obstacle, what situation he was put in, he showed up to work every single day, and he answered the call when his name was called. And being an undrafted guy, that always gave me motivation. It still gives me motivation today, watching him do his thing at a high level and knowing that he came in under the same circumstances that I came in. So I would say I learned more from guys like that than anything, just because of the situation at hand and watching how he comes to work every day, no matter what. You know, one day he may be this, the next day they may need him to do this. He doesn't blink an eye. He does it at a high level.
He's just like a thermostat. He's setting the tone. You know what I mean?
And then, like you said, going on year 7, right? That's like, to see an undrafted player get on that 7th year, still getting paid for NFL. That's a lot of people don't understand how heavy it is
that's hard
to even make it to your second contract.
Yep.
Like to make it to the second contract.
He overcame them obstacles.
Like, it's really tough.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like that Malik Reed, bro. Watching him, even in camp, just looking at what he does today, he's giving me a lot of motivation, and that's somebody I really want to give gratitude to, because, you know, we talk about all the big names and stuff like that everybody knows, but there are people in these buildings that do just as much, if not more, than those big names, and they do their job at a high level, and that is a guy that I really admire and what he's done and what he will do in the future.
Shout out to you,
I was
Malik
about to say,
Reed.
that's shout
out to Malik Reed, man.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I send him this clip, man.
Hey.
I was about to ask you, are there any people that you still talk to? Like,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I got a lot of close friends, man. I got Jonathan Cooper, Aaron Patrick, Baron Brown, like guys that I came in with, as opposed to the older guys too as well. But there are guys that I still reach out to and talk to.
That's really cool.
You know what I mean?
honestly.
Just build once you build a certain bond. The football is the football. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I just know outside of that, there
Y'all
are
got a
real
brotherhood.
Yeah, there are real relationships that are built in.
Right.
Those are some of the ones that I really, a lot of those guys in the room, like all those guys that were in the same room as me, like I really built bonds with those guys.
That's really
That's
nice,
beautiful.
man.
That's
You making the most of your experience by building those bonds, honestly.
Yeah,
'cause-
definitely. You got to take something
Yeah.
with it other than just playing.
Yeah, man.
That's what y'all all doing.
Because there's so much to life than football.
It's a weird dynamic because at the same time, y'all sitting next to each other, y'all got people y'all need to feed, but
Yep.
there may be one seat left in the room.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So you got to really think about it like that. Like, we're not gonna both be able to stay here.
Just the politics of it.
But
yeah.
at the same time, it's like, that's my dog. You know what I mean? It's a weird dynamic. It's a weird, like,
So tough.
Like, it's beyond business.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I want you to perform the best to your ability.
Yeah.
But it's like, we both know, it's like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dang, we both can't be here. We both might not be able to be here for an
For
extended
the
amount
whole
of time.
Yeah. I'm still.
Or we both might, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like always a possibility. And just knowing that you're in such a high pressure business and you got people that's going through the same way with you, but they want the best for you just how you want the best for them, it creates a safe space in such an unpredictable realm that you live in.
Right. Y'all able to separate the two and understand the assignment of what is at task, and then just also know that outside of these walls we can be friends and be cool at the end of the day as well.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You know, that football and sports, or even just business and jobs, create them type of atmospheres.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's really, really
It's realistic.
It's really, really dope in sports because it's so fast paced. Like
Yes.
how fast someone can be there and not be there.
Yeah.
And the way we all go to work, even as like non-athletes, like normal individuals, you go to work and you meet these people. You may be there for a year. A year for like a whole lot of time.
100%.
A year for like a whole lot of time. And then imagine if you could just get shipped off
And it's like, what?
It's like you got to go to a whole nother facility
And learn the whole
all these faces, probably people that you done spit on. You probably done tried to rip their helmet off and fight them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know that's like just a crazy dynamic. That sports period has a lot of weird dynamics as far as like how fast paced things can happen. While you're creating those lifelong, you know, relationships.
It's a high performance business. The stakes are high, the pay is high, and it's do or die every single day you walk in there. You know what I mean? You could wake up one day with a job, the next day you could be traded, you could not have a job. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different things. You can be dealing with an injury that will affect you, that's gonna directly affect your pay. Like there's so many things that come into play when you live in this space that is so unpredictable, that's so high paced, and it's something mentally and physically that you really have to daily fight the odds and do everything you can to beat them.
I didn't know that was a thing. So if you get injured, that can affect your pay immediately?
Yeah, it can. This predicated on the contract that you're on. Like if you're on your rookie contract, they have IR. You get put on IR, that takes a hit on your contract. But if you have a second contract, depending on what you have negotiated in that contract, it may be fully guaranteed, it may be not. But the best availability is availability. You know what I'm saying? The best ability, is availability. So it's like that all affects your money.
Pretty much like an injury clause.
Yeah, it's stuff like that, because it's like, all right, you hurt, we need to find a replacement immediately. Let's say this replacement comes in, hits the ground running. You may be healthy, but we may need to keep you here where you're taking this pay cut because this guy is still performing at a high level.
Costs.
It's it's so many things that come into play with it.
And I've seen that. You see people on IR longer than necessary, and it's likely because you might have a Ramondre Stevenson rushing the ball crazy, and you just can't get off
He
it.
put it in perspective of his own team.
He's just been waiting for the opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
And unfortunately, it happened, and he seized the moment. And that's the line of business that we're in. Like that's high performance business.
You see it happen all the time, and it's like these names come from nowhere that were just waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah, the greatest one is Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
Think about it.
Oh, yeah,
You really think about it. Like, come on, bro.
Sixth
He was
round.
waiting in the wing.
Sixth round.
Sixth round.
As soon as you came out, you was just that.
It was him.
And never like some people are that when they come help somebody, but it don't last long. Once film come out, you runs.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? But Brady was definitely the GOAT at that for sure.
And he not like he didn't replace Drew Bledsoe, who was someone that was
really good. Yeah.
So
he was just great.
And Bledsoe just never came back.
Nope.
That's the crazy part about it,
fucked
bro.
up.
You really think about it, it's crazy.
And honestly, had Bledsoe come back, he would have been getting paid more than what Brady even got paid the second contract.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. They kept him for cheap.
Yes.
They kept him for cheap. So that was like it's a robbery.
It's a high performance business.
That's a lot of shit.
Results at the end of the day, just like anything, you need results.
Yeah.
Tom was putting the X results, and you know what I mean. You still here to stay. So, and so tell us behind another experience. So, fast forward to October 2021, you had a hamstring injury when you were playing for the Broncos. That sidelined you and everything. Just tell us about the experience of having an injury, on a professional football team, and just the road of recovery to getting back.
It's unfortunately I had that injury, and it's just different because it directly impacts everything that you have going on. You know what I mean? Like I said, availability is the best ability. So you're not available, so they're gonna have to find someone to fill that spot. They want you to get healthy, but at the same time you deal with all the repercussions of it. I may lose my job. I may stay on IR. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of other things that come into play, and it directly affects your paycheck as well. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that come into play. So you just want to get back out on the field again, but you also have to acknowledge the fact that there are a lot of things on the office side that's going on because you're hurt.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That's just a part of the business. If you're not able to go, they'll find the next person that's able to go. So it's more mental than anything. You wake up every day, you come in there trying to get healthy, doing everything you need to do, but at the same time there are still moves that have to be made, and there are moves that are being made. So, and you just at that point have to deal with whatever the outcome may be.
So you didn't have no idea like what was going on. You just was like, yo, at that point, do you just focus on getting healthy though?
That's all you can do. You can't do anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't do anything else. We're in the middle of the season. You just gotta all right, bro, I just got to do this rehab and do everything I possibly can do to get back on the field as soon as possible.
And how when you are sidelined and you know not on the field, how do you still be involved with the play or like with your team? You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting healthy and
you
stuff.
Go to meetings and stuff, but the most important thing for you to help this team is to be getting rehab and getting all the treatment that you can get for your body. You know what I mean?
So how does it feel like on game day? Like, is there like do you have to be sidelined, or can you be like doing some stuff towards recovery?
If you're hurt, you likely on game day you do things before the actual game. So you may be out there getting treatment, maybe out there doing rehab or exercise and stuff like that. So you're still doing things, but when the game starts, you just be on the sideline or in the box.
I'm saying like, is it like, because I understand it's a job at the end of the day? Yeah. Are you forced to be there on game day, even away?
Yeah.
You still?
Well, no, not away. Not away. You get to stay.
Okay, you get to stay.
But the home games, you show up.
Okay.
And you'll be on the sideline.
I mean, even if I was a player, I would be there anyway. Yeah. But I was just wondering, like,
it's a job. You know what I'm saying? It is a job.
A lot of people don't know certain stuff that
100%.
Fans want to know. But yeah, that's tough though. Yeah, still good to be there. Not being there with away games would be tough, but I'm pretty sure like use that time to do what you can do.
Get more treatment. Get everything that you can do. There are people that will stay back, and if people are hurt, they'll do treatment on them. And it's like a job, bro. So it's like all the resources for you to be healthy are made available for you. They're made available to you. Whatever you think you need is really on you to take care of your body at all times. And if something does happen, you got to be proactive.
100%. Now we want to definitely get to the great things that came about like this year. I want Keith to get what he got to get off, because he had something that he wanted to talk about, because we had internal conversations before about the business of football.
Yeah, about the business of it. So before we get to that, with the business side, like, how is it, for example, let's just say the linebacker room, right? And it's like you see those $40 million, like those guys getting 40, you see the guys getting 20, you see the guys, getting so on and so forth. How is it being able to have these friends, but I can't go out with them all the time? Or is it even like that? I don't know, from a fan's perspective.
I mean, bro, it's really predicated on the type of person that they are. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I can do financially versus a person that's making $100 million. If he wants to go out to a certain place, like certain times, like a lot of times your OGs, like your old heads of the room or whoever you're going out with, they'll cover the bill one time, or somebody else will cover the bill, or you cover the bill. Like, it's not like, all right, bro, we need split checks. Like, come on, bro.
I didn't think it was like that either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't like, yo, we all need separate checks, bro. Like, nobody on that, bro. Like
I only got steak.
I only got the steak, bro. The steak's still 180.
I only got the steak.
Nah, bro. It ain't even like that. It'll be like, you pick up the bill, you pick up the bill, I pick up the bill. There's been times where I tried to put my card down, and they looked at me like, are you crazy? And I was like, nah, I got it. Bro, go ahead, bro. Like, it was like an OG, like, bro, go ahead, bro. You tripping, bro. Go somewhere with all that.
Them bills be crazy, though.
Yeah, so it's just like, I mean, it's a case-by-case basis, bro. Like, it ain't that big of a deal, because at the same time, we all getting money. It's just different type of cheese.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna go and spend $10K on going out. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
That sounds crazy.
To some people, but if you making X $1 million, bro, you might be like, man, that's just a part of it. Cool, but can I come in with you? It's cool. All right, right. I ain't on that. Like, I know that's not my today. I know that's not my lifestyle, bro. So it's like, bro, if you got a good old head, he should do right by you.
Especially certain things, like if that's your man and you want to go out, like,
yeah, but it's not like oh, bro, like bro, you gonna pay for me? Like, nah, bro.
I seen some of them rookie
like, we
Jones,
not on that, bro.
Some of them rookie tabs, bro. Yeah. They done made people drop 30. Like, damn.
But when you look at it, bro, you gotta look at like how much he making. It's like that. Like, so my rookie dinner was probably like it was me and another rookie. We paid like what, $2,500 a piece.
Okay,
mind you, it's like six. It's not a big room. It's like six. It's like five of us. It was like five of us that all went out, and two of us paid. But they went crazy on the bill. But mind you, I'm undrafted. He's a 7th round pick. So it was just like It's a lot of money still, but it's like, bro, we ain't about to go 10 bands and swipe your card. Yeah. We're not about to do that. So it's like, bro, they know that, bro. But it's not like.
I'll be wondering, do they be like drawing on
y'all? Like, bro, I need the biggest stake.
Some people, but you got to think about it, bro. What type of room you in? If you're a offensive lineman, a DB, and it's 15 of y'all, and you happen to be the first round pick. Oh yeah, you gonna have to
cut that job. DBs and some wide receivers pay some tabs.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to pay some tabs, but it's like the leaders of your room should know how to.
Yeah,
so they should tell you where to go. For sure,
they should tell you where to go, but they should know like. All right, bro.
We not about to draw. Like we not about to order that champagne, or we not about to get Louis III brought to the table on some.
Yeah, bro. Like we not on that. But some people be on that. It really come down to the person in the room and the situation.
Damn, man. That's crazy, man.
At the end of the day, that shit all fun and that shit all blessing.
Yeah, man. We happy to be in the room.
Yeah, but understanding the business side is also fun. Like, cause as a fan, a lot of fans just don't know.
Yeah, so many moving parts, bro.
Yeah, it's so much going on. They don't like the taxes. I hear about the taxes getting taken out. I hear about with NBA, some of the max deal players have to give up like 10% at the end of that shit. It's like that stuff be mind blowing to me.
Yeah, for sure. You got to pay taxes in the place that you play in the home state, and you gotta pay your agent a certain percentage. There are a lot of like federal like there's a lot of things, bro. Like essentially, when you see all them crazy numbers, like. Cut it in half, and mind you, it's different on a case-to-case basis. You know what I mean? You may live in Nevada where there's no state taxes, or you may live in California, and
taxes is different.
So it's like $10 million in two different places.
That's the whole yeah.
One place you may see 7 or 8. The other place you may see 5. You know, it's just predicated on the situation.
The crazy thing is, you don't see a lot of players, even like in no sport, at least I haven't, where they like. Hella players want to be in those states with no taxes. Like they want to, but they're not the Texas. They're not the places that's got all the best players all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. So it's just kind of like you hope to make enough where you can take home a certain number after all those things are taken out. You got it's a lot of expenses that come with this lifestyle and the upkeep of the lifestyle.
Right. That's what I be thinking about, the upkeep of it. Like just because they make that, they still gotta. Like the same way I might go outside and 33% of my check might come out of $1 bill, and I might be like, "Fuck." I feel like in some cases it's the same way with some of these athletes. Yeah. Like,
but mind you though, I gotta file my taxes. We done play here, and here. I gotta have somebody that I gotta pay him too. That's filed my taxes in these 5 different states that we done played in.
Oh wait, so when you get paid,
17 weeks.
It's depending on where you're at as well.
The taxes. That's what I'm saying. You gotta pay taxes for there and at your home state. Like we done played in California, I gotta go because this is a job. I gotta go file. We gotta go file that we made X amount of money in California, but we play in Kansas City. We gotta go.
Oh my God!
It's stuff like that. It's
that's real. That's real.
That's
it's a gem.
So that's a gem. So basically, let's say if your division is on this side, but you might play in LA 3 times.
Yes.
You gotta pay LA taxes 3 times on 3 of them checks.
Yeah, bro. It's a CPA. You pay a CPA to do all that. Like they supposed to track down everything, file your W-2s, file all the paperwork. It's not just like okay.
Oh, that's scary.
It's a lot of things that go. You got to pay them. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different paperwork that go into it.
So 16 games is a blessing. It's ridiculous. One like baseball.
You can only imagine. That's why you got to have people really sit down and
Yeah, I ain't signing
go through
that
all the paperwork.
Yeah, at that point.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
And you playing LA at home.
Yeah, that's
80.
Yeah, it's a lot of things going to
it. Thank you for shedding light on the business side.
The business side is scary, cuz.
Now we want to transition because we're gonna be ending soon. I want to talk about the XFL. Yeah. You know, like I said, after the Broncos situation, you played for the Vikings, and after that, you went on to the XFL, right? To the XFL, the DC Defenders.
Yeah.
Talk about the difference between the XFL and the NFL, because you just played this 2022 season pretty much with the XFL and DC Defenders.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you know, the competition pool is slightly different. And also, there are even less people active in the XFL on game day than the NFL. Like you got inactives on both sides, but I think there's less people active in the XFL, and the resources are different. Because mind you, the league just came back after 2 years being on hiatus.
Yes.
Because of COVID. Well, 3 years now. So it's still football at the end of the day. It's pro level football, but there's just a different pool of athletes that you're playing against. The resources are a little different. Like we fly with the team we playing with. You wouldn't do that. Like you wouldn't do that.
Wow.
Yeah, like because all the teams are based out of Dallas. So all teams, if we're going to play them, we're the DC team, but we got to play Seattle in Seattle. So if Seattle will sit in the front of the plane, we sit in the back of the plane. We'll go to Seattle and play. So there's obvious like logistic difference and resource differences, but it was football at the end of the day. But the XFL it's a league opportunity. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're just trying to go out there and play football at a high level, and the competition was high level competition.
This is NFL talent.
Yeah, like
100%.
it's professional football. Like if someone thinks that they can go out there and play in the XFL game and just go crazy, there are a bunch of people that will shut you up.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The competition is still competition. It's just, mind you, there's 53 players, 16 practice squad on 32 NFL teams. You think about it, they're going into training camp with 90 players. All those players that get sent home,
damn near half
go
One
somewhere.
XFL, yeah.
They go somewhere.
Yeah.
You got the USFL and the XFL. They go there, you know, and so these are still quality players. They just didn't make this club.
Right.
Yeah, these
These 32 clubs.
I'm still him.
You know what I mean?
Not even really all 32. Really, just the one.
Yeah, just the one that they was on.
Yeah.
We heavy at this position, so we got it.
Yeah, you got to go.
So this there's no crazy drop off. These are still professionals playing football. So there's a lot, like I'm saying, there was a lot of difference logistically with resources and being all in the same city, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when you strapped up and put your helmet and shoulder pads on, like you was going against other grown men that do this for a living.
Damn. So okay, but in that year, you won the championship, you know, and with the DC Defenders.
No, we lost.
Oh, y'all lost. I'm sorry.
You went to the championship.
Yeah, you went to the championship,
we
right?
went to the
Yeah. Y'all played. Who y'all played again? It was
We played Arlington.
Arlington, right? Yeah. Just tell me about that experience though to get to that championship though. You know, because that's pretty cool.
It was a really fun experience. You know what I mean? You start off a group of strangers and we walking into the last game of the season like it's my dog. You know what I'm saying? You know how football or any sports in general bring people together, but it was a really good experience to see the XFL's championship after being gone for 3 years and see what it looks like, see the game, see the rollout, all the cameras flashing. You seen The Rock there at the game, you know what I'm saying? It was a really cool experience. And unfortunately, we didn't win, but our path to get there, it was one for the ages, bro. Like there was a point in time where we had to drive 4 hours to the game, drive back. But on the way back, our bus broke down. Then we had to go get another bus, bro. This is the middle of the night. We go get another bus. Then somebody just happened to have a fire stick. We got the fight on.
Damn.
Y'all living life.
We get the tank fight on the bus. Like there's like stuff like just moments and stuff like that bring you closer.
Yeah.
As a team that we experienced for those 10 games prior to the playoff game and the XFL championship. It was a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Just we bonded together no matter the circumstances. And at the end of the day, that was a team for the ages at every position. It was like really quality players, and we pushed each other, especially on offense and defense, bumping heads. Like it was a great team to be a part of and a great organization to be a part of.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I'm happy that you got to experience that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and to go to the chip, like your first year there, that's the first year back, right?
Yeah.
First year back, your first year there, like if you were to, continue to stay with the Defenders going in next year, you guys are the team to beat somewhat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like behind the team that just won, of course, but yeah, you guys are like that.
For sure. Damn. So what's next then for you? What's your plans? After you went to the championship at XFL, what's your plans or goals going forward?
Right now, I've been training, just waiting for a call to training camp. But outside of that, I do some real estate. You know what I mean? Just like I said, you got to be able to fire your brain on both cylinders. And so I do some real estate things. You know what I mean? I got some properties that I'm looking to sell.
Using that money wisely, y'all.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to build my portfolio while training for an NFL camp to make the team. You know what I mean? So just trying to wear so many different hats and just max out the type of person that I could be. You know what I mean? I play football, but also I can do this.
Right.
I can buy and sell properties. I can wholesale properties. I can do creative finance. You know what I mean? Just trying to maximize all my abilities. I went to Vanderbilt, bro. I know how to.
You're smart.
I know how to maneuver.
Yeah,
I know how to go play football with the best in the country, and then go in a classroom and build a network with people. You know what I mean? And do certain things. So right now I'm just training and doing real estate.
And you setting yourself up for
You
life.
have a different contact for the real estate? We love lower thirds. We'll put it right next to wherever you want it.
Shout your thing out.
My real estate is called Mintze Realty. If you have a property that you're looking to sell in Philadelphia, it is 720-775-1599.
Hey,
And we're going to put that in words, too. Like,
running lower thirds, right? But, you know,
Yeah, you can email me at mintzerealty@gmail.com.
that'll
So,
be there
yeah.
too.
That's just what we doing, man.
Hey.
that's boss shit right
I
there.
love it, man.
That's boss
Yeah.
shit right there.
I love it. LaShawn McCoy be doing that too, heavy real estate, you know, and it's good to see that because at the end of the day, as a black man, you know, that's one thing we don't got is ownership of things and you know, just trying to move properties. We ain't in that game like that. So for you to be doing that, that's really cool.
Think about it, bro. They not gonna make no more earth, and if you could own a piece of it, you could do whatever you want. Whether you know what I mean, like whether you buy a property, fix it up, and live in it, or whether you buy a property, live in one side, rent out the other. Like there's so many different things that you can do in revolving around real estate that really can change your life and help you build your own platform and build enough capital so you don't have to be in a rat race of checking into your 9 to 5 every day. You know, granted there are people that love to do what they do, and so be it.
But don't stop there.
You know what I'm saying? But there's so much more that you can do to create financial freedom for yourself.
Yes.
And it may be planned on Sundays, or it may be buying and selling of investment properties. There's not one way to skin a cat. You know, growing up in Philadelphia, inner city, you see guys that make the most money do a handful of things, and it really took me to grow and leave and see the world and see so many different things and start, you know, put my head in a book and understanding that there are so many ways to gain financial freedom.
100%.
So if I can do both, then
you got it.
Yeah.
You winning. You winning the game at that point.
Well, let me see, man. I think you kind of answered the next question, but I guess like, all right. So like, you had a young career. You had a lot of obstacles, a lot of things that you overcome. Other than just football, because you did kind of answer that question. Other than just football, what are some of the things that you took from that you just keep with you on a daily basis to help you overcome those day-to-day challenges to, you know, continue to do everything basically you just said? Continue to put those hats on, basically.
Bro, I gotta be honest with you, bro. I gotta pray, bro. Pray. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I was trying to hit the claps. The claps ain't working.
Pray.
But damn, I'm in the
We all
That's
pray.
beautiful.
I prayed on my way down here.
Yeah,
We're
we're men of faith. You know, love God.
You really just gotta lock into God, because no matter what circumstance, no matter the highs of the highs, the lows of the lows, bro, like God is the greatest regardless, bro.
Right.
And if you just put all, you're not gonna understand it. You're not gonna understand why X, Y, Z. Like I got hurt. I made the 53-man roster. I got hurt. Like I still don't understand it. But God got a plan for us all, bro. And I put my faith in God, and then let the chips fall where they may. Quite honestly, bro. Them circumstances. Tore my ACL 3 times, bro. Like
still here.
I'm still here playing football at the highest
That's
level.
crazy.
Bro. I can't do nothing but thank God for it. So when I get hurt, lose a job, don't have a job, bro, when I look back at it, I shouldn't even be here.
Right.
So every chance I get, bro, just gotta
a lot of people not here for one ACL.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
and that's what was so shocking to me, and like made me so excited to hear about your high school career, because a lot of people who missed 2 years of high school won't see Vanderbilt.
Right.
They won't see. I don't give a fuck what school you went to. And MOTEP is the one if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
But in Philadelphia at least.
Yep.
But not a lot of people going to see Vanderbilt missing 2 years of school and only playing really a senior year.
100%.
Yeah,
That's hard as fuck. So
You know
you're
what I
blessed, bro.
You know
You're
what I'm saying?
blessed.
God the greatest, bro.
you blessed, bro.
Wherever way it's supposed to go this journey, bro, it's meant. And it's not by me. Because clearly, physically, you know what I mean? I shouldn't be in this position that I am in.
You can only control what you can control.
But I'm here, bro. So there's a higher power that has a specific plan for me. And fortunately enough, it just happened to be my dreams.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
lit.
I'm thankful for it, bro.
And But before we get out of here, we definitely have to ask you the staple question that we ask everybody to come on this platform. You ain't a rapper, so we ain't gonna ask you to rap unless you want to rap. I mean, oh, you is a rapper. Yeah, okay. Then you do that in your spare time.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell the fans watching this. Y'all go check out Andre Mintze Living Wild freestyle, man.
Yeah, because he do rap a little bit. So I mean,
that joint lit.
You can say some bars too, but before we even, if you don't want to do that, you want to do that?
I'm cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
put him in the driver's seat, Joe.
Chill.
Like we did with we did with Wes. In the driver's seat, roll the window up.
Put the beat
Play
on.
the beat.
Don't even put the beat on.
Or acapella.
I'm not cut like that. He really y'all
turn the AC on.
He
locked in.
Bro, it's crazy. He didn't even want to stop, bro.
Really just, you mean? I'm like, oh no.
He didn't even want to stop, bro.
I'm watching that joint like, oh, he didn't just.
You have to sing that clip too. Yeah.
Real rap. Oh man, Wes.
Oh,
we can't wait to have Wes back on. But
He hot though.
But
crazy.
for sure, Dre though, you know, we will ask you something we ask everybody because you're on Boss Talk, you know. So please tell the viewers, tell everybody, what does it mean to you to be a boss?
To be a boss means to set a certain standard and live by it, and hold others accountable for that said standard. And also a part of that is taking care of your response. When I say like handling your business, setting the standard is how you do one thing is how you do everything. So I think a boss is a leader. He or she holds his counterparts to that standard, and they do everything for the betterment of the team, the cohort, the group.
That's deep.
Rather than them personally. You know what I mean? A boss is a good leader.
A boss is one who makes bosses, not workers.
Wow.
So like you just said, taking everybody and holding them to the same standards because we all the same.
Right.
He got a unique answer.
Boss's circle.
Everybody say something different. You know what I mean? And got a different way to spin it or whatever. That's tough. Hold everybody accountable.
For real, though. And what I will say is, this is no shot to some of my artists or whatever, but athletes like really understand that at just a little differently because. Like some artists, they don't look at themselves as having a boss necessarily.
Yes.
But as an athlete, to have a boss as an athlete isn't a bad thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those team owners and stuff like that, people who are paying y'all, changing some of y'all family life. So, you know, they understand what it means to be their own boss.
Yeah.
Because because they are, you know, to the outside world, we see these people, we're not looking at them like they got a boss.
Yep.
But at the same time, those same athletes, they may be the boss in their family because they are quote unquote the breadwinner. So they have to. You gotta have certain characteristics to lead your family. Like if you give me $100 million, I now have the responsibility of building generational wealth in my bloodline. You know what I mean? If you give me $20 million, it doesn't matter how many. I make millions of dollars to play sports on TV. I now have this. I'm a leader. I have the responsibility to make sure my kids are in a better position than where I started. And you think about it, so it's like you got to really understand the gravity of that position and make the most of it. Make the most of it.
God is good.
At 18, you become the man of the family.
Yep. you the ticket.
House.
Yeah, you the ticket.
The man of the family. That's crazy.
Cash it in, man.
Overnight.
Do your thing.
Damn.
Wow.
It's heavy.
Dre, man, we appreciate you coming through in the Boss's Circle and giving us the game and knowledge of someone that's been overcoming obstacles since, you know, a young age. Someone that's been, you know, been able to play the sports in different leagues and also smart enough to know the business of football and know what to do outside of football with his money. So that's really cool. You get us a lot of decent perspectives today.
That's the heaviest part.
We appreciate
make your
that.
money outside of
for sure.
Whoever was paying you or paying you.
Yeah, that's heavy.
We kept that. We did something with it. So
Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. We can't have you back.
Yeah, for sure. More
Wait
stuff to
until
talk
next
about.
time.
Yes,
You know what I mean? So it was Boss Talk with Josh
Keys.
and it's Dre Mintze. You know what I mean? We out. Let's get it. See y'all next time.